Okay, so let's try a couple more examples. So we're working in reverse order of operations. So we undo any addition or subtraction first. So we're going to get rid of the plus 5 by doing minus 5 on both sides of the equation. We can even draw our line to help us stay organized. So plus 5 minus 5 cancels, leaving me with 3x squared equals 12. Next, I have to get rid of any multiplication or division. So I get rid of the times 3 by dividing both sides by 3. That cancels and leaves me with x squared equals 12 divided by 3 is 4. And then lastly, I have to get rid of that exponent of 2 by taking the square root of both sides. So x is equal to square root of 4. There's technically two numbers that multiply to give me 4, positive and negative 2. So my final answer is that x is 2 or x is negative 2. There's two answers that work here, because if I plugged in either one for x, I would get 17. Let's just take a look at that. If I did 3 times 2 squared plus 5, let's see what that gives me. 2 squared is 4, so this is really 3 times 4. 3 times 4 is 12. 12 plus 5 does give me 17. Same thing as if I plugged in negative 2, because we know a negative squared is really a positive. So negative 2 squared is also positive 4, which is 12 when we multiply it by 3. And when we add it to 5, we get 17. So both positive 2 and negative 2 work when I plug it into my equation for x. All right, one last one. So reverse order of operations. So we've got to get rid of the subtraction first by adding 5 to both sides. And that leaves us with 4x cubed equals negative 9 plus 5 is negative 4. Then I've got to get rid of my multiplication by dividing both sides by 4. X cubed is equal to negative 4 divided by positive 4 is negative 1. And then I'm going to get rid of that exponent of 3 by taking the cube root of both sides. And so what number times itself 3 times is negative 1? Negative 1. The cube root of negative 1 is in fact negative 1. So that's our final answer. We don't worry about positive or negative 1 because we're taking the cube root. So an important reminder is that we only use that plus or minus sign when we take the square root. We don't worry about it when we're